Good morning from a very sunny and very warm already Oulton Park, round 5 of Time Attack UK. Everything's set for this morning. We've been through scrutineering, done a signing on, got a transponder sorted, car's all prepped. We had a blast at Snetterton last round, so we've decided to keep the engine turned down just to be able to drive the car and not have to worry about failures and breakages, which has become quite tiresome this year. They're running the international layout of the circuit today. I haven't driven competitively on that circuit before. We've always competed on the island circuit, so I have no comparisons, time, PBs, lap records, anything like that to look at for me or for the car. So that's a great challenge. It's rare that happens these days. So really looking forward to getting stuck into that. Not a lot else to say really. The car is as it came back from Snet. We've had a few prototype runs in the weeks of drive shafts and wheel bearings and things, but elected to remove that just for tried and tested components for this weekend. So yeah, we're going to run straight into session 1 now and have a review of that shortly. So back in from session 1, really good session, loads of lap time. Sadly we were red flagged towards the end. Car felt absolutely mega. What to say about it really? Loads of grip. We did run higher tyre pressures than normal, which didn't really work. So halfway through the session, just had terrible understeer, but I knew what it was, so that was fine. Spend the rest of the session just learning some lines. Obviously never driving this circuit before. It's just all about learning where you can get some time back. So ran full session until red flag. Yeah, no issues. Garmin showed a 151, I think, a mid 151. So not too bad, I suppose, from a couple of warm-up laps. Being such a long circuit, you know, if you do back out of a lap, you have a long way to get back. So I think we'll probably only get 10 push laps at best from a 20-minute session today. So that's something to consider. But no, all in all, really, really good. All ready to go out for session 2 and really looking forward to it. So it's a technical lap round here at Oulton International. Quite strenuous and arduous. Takes a lot of work. There's every single corner, elevation, camber that you can imagine. I absolutely love it around here. Fast bits, slow bits, technical bits. I think there's a hell of a lot of time to be found from experimenting with lines. Yeah, beautiful setting, great circuit. Could even be one of my favourites now, actually. So yeah, it's a real challenge and something that I properly enjoy.
Very interesting stuff there. So I was just thinking about what Mike said there about not having a sequential box. And indeed, in the pro classes, that's pretty rare. And I was talking with Martin Henry in the pro class just this morning about this very subject. And it's crazy how the game has moved on so much in the past years that actually a sequential box is kind of the norm in these high spec builds, which is absolutely crazy to think about.
Back in from session 2. Again, a really hot session. No issues with the car. We dropped tyre pressures a little bit on that run, which was a lot better. Car felt really good, so we only ran 3 laps. Each lap taking half second off what I'd done previously in previous best, which is obviously the only running I've had here. Car doesn't feel ballistic in a straight line anymore, especially on some of these straights. We're getting a lot of exit speed off the corners and then straight into top and sort of having to sit there and wait for speed to build. So I think that's compromising us a little bit on our lap times, but it is allowing me to commit to the corners properly and try and carry the majority of that speed. So yeah, whether or not we're going to be fighting for a win today, I'm not too sure, but we're going to constantly improve through the day. Just enjoy driving the car, which I am doing. No issues with reliability, no temperature issues, no nothing. Brakes feel great after the changes we've made to those. So yeah, we're just going to keep building pace through the day, which is kind of what you're supposed to do. Not looking for any miracles, but just come away with a solid, strong points finish and a new PB. For anyone unfamiliar with car 13, I thought we'd just do a short piece on some of the headline specs on the car. So all the important bits and pieces, we're currently running 865 kilos, that's without me. We are running 330 horsepower through a Quaife 6-speed sequential gearbox. We utilise a Euro 4 engine management ECU, which also controls the flat shift system, so the air shift system, so it's all integrated in one unit, which works really, really well. We have dispensation this year to run the Nankang AR1 still, which isn't the premium tyre. I know it's not as good as the Yokohama in performance and lap times, but it's what we've got, and Yoki couldn't offer us an alternative to suit our rims, so that's what we've decided or elected to use. We have a Garrett turbo provided by AET. We are running an AP 4-pot front rake system designed to my own specifications and utilising the standard 205 1.9 GTI calipers just relocated. We run a Spooks dry sump system, so the engine's dry sumped. So that's all the big ticket items taken care of and disclosed. Obviously all the nitty gritty. If anyone's interested in knowing more about that, they can drop us an email or a WhatsApp message or come along to a time attack round and have a look at the car in person.
Okay.
So yeah, that is pretty much the story across the entire paddock today. Is just everyone trying to keep those and manage those temperatures. And luckily it's quite a long circuit though, so they've got enough kind of like free air to be out on a hot lap. Because again, if you have to abort that hot lap and it's 2 minutes till you're coming back round, then it is quite a long time before you're going to be back on it again.
Have you had a chance to bump into Kevin Horsley in the black Impreza?
Oh, I have, yes.
Oh, okay. So what's the story there?
So I think that was built up from a shell. There's still very much kind of like, what did they say? It's a parts bin. It's running about 700 horsepower, so running the legacy block, different heads on that. So, but yeah, and obviously no stranger to time attack.
So is the legacy block, is that a 6-cylinder then, as opposed to because Subaru do a 6-cylinder as well? Okay,
that I don't know.
We don't know. Okay, interesting.
Okay, so just back in from time attack 2, or attack 2, sorry. Great session. Didn't have much to do to the car at all in between. We're playing with tyre pressures quite a lot. I don't think I drove the car much differently, but it just seemed to be on fire. Could run huge speed through most of the bends, all of the bends in fact. The braking zones were on point, curbs were taken, and we came back with a 1:48.8, which is a time that we kind of turned up here looking for a 1:48.7, which was lap record last year for club front wheel drive. So to be about on that, running 300 horsepower is amazing. It's more than I could have ever really imagined. Super happy with the car, super happy with the drive. Really looking forward to getting the final now. I think we got pipped for second place within the last laps, which is a bit of a shame, but I'm smiling, I'm having fun, the car's phenomenal. It's been a brilliant day again. Weather's perfect, and more important, breakages, nothing to do on the car. Just look forward now to going out and trying to improve on that for the final. So yeah, brilliant day, and we'll report back on that very soon.
That was amusing. Non-stop action at Tuna Fest North, I gotta say. Wow, that was great fun. Yeah, I thought let me come up. I'll come up and sit with Scott for this one. Yeah, that was great fun. So great. That's that interview bit at the end. Good times. And just like that, we leap straight into the super attack. Now, Luke Sandziakowski, 139.6. Wow, very quick from the get-go. Wowee. Oh no, come on. Martin Henry stopping out on track. That's not what we want to see. I actually heard it come past here and thought, ooh, is that a K-Series or something? Now, context, I've got a Z20 that I want to swap into something, but I can't get on board with how Z20s sound. I think they sound pretty bad. It's a great engine in lots of other ways, but I can't get on board with the sound. And when I hear them with a tubular manifold, before I see them, I think, oh, that sounds quite nice. And the same thing happened just now with Martin Henry's car, which is a great spec. Spec that I don't think I can hope to match, but whatever he did to get it to sound like that, I want to do on mine too. But currently it's not really sounding like much at all, as Martin Henry stopped out on track and jumped over the fence. Yeah, it's been quite an eventful day. I mean, of course, I think the Racing Honda's Championship is that's a tough act to follow. I think that race really blew me away. Oh my goodness, Darren Spooner! I think all four wheels off the ground there. Wow, and kept it collected and kept going. Oh my goodness, something did fall off that car, but that looked like perhaps something bodywork related.
So back in from the final, or super attack as it's now called. Didn't quite go to plan that one. We set a 1:49.3 as out lap, first push lap, which was compromised by another competitor sadly. So went for it second lap round and overcut the chicane, straightened it up, across the grass. Huge hump in the grass, which is pretty much totaled the front of the car. So we've lost splitter, done intercooler rad pack. Made a real mess. So sadly, yeah, we got a lot of damage. Don't think we'll be at Brands Hatch for the next round now, sadly. But we are looking like I'm still going to get a podium, believe it or not, off a pretty poor first lap. So a trophy and some points, but yeah, not the result really we were looking for at the end of the day. But no one's hurt. Cars can be fixed, can't they? So yeah, pretty poor end to a fantastic day, but that's motorsport, and we'll get it fixed and we'll go again.